to go. I don't go no more. From now on, everything's gonna be alright. Don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. Don't ever leave me.
Alright y'all, let's take a walk out to the shop. Well, this is where the shop gonna sit. I'm using it as my shop for the time being till I get the building up. But my last video on this box Chevy here, it was the introduction. I said I had got it in to do the panoramic. Switched to panoramic from the Pontiac G6. He brought the G6 and the box Chevy together. I'm gonna take this out. I know I said that's gonna be the upcoming video, but me and the owner decided. He said if I do the minor body work on here, the dings and dents on here, he will give me the car. So that's what we're gonna be doing on this video. We're gonna be doing some body work. Then I've been looking at the car. I drove it around the block. I didn't see no oil leak or nothing like that. He said it had an oil leak, but I didn't see no oil leak. Maybe just the valve covers got a little leak in it. But the only problem that I seen, it was the transmission. It didn't change out to third and fourth gear. So I got to figure that out. But other than that, it's a nice car. But let's get to this body work. I walked around the car. The biggest part is this here on both doors, but we're gonna walk around the car, look at it at an angle. That's how you find out your body work. I got some sharpers here. We're not gonna use black or none of these darker colors. We're gonna use this silver here. You want to look at the body down at an angle, different angles, because you might see some dings and dents looking this way, but when you look the other way, you might not see them. So what I like to do, I like to we're gonna circle. I see one right here. We're gonna circle that and just look at it at an angle. And while I'm doing all the body work, I continue to look, see if I see some more. I see a little push out here. We're gonna put an X there. Knock that in. Also a ding there. We're gonna walk around and find all the dings for now. Show you what I done found so far. Got one there. Push out. I gotta knock that in. Small dings. I gotta take this trim off to get to that. This here could be blocked out, so I don't have to put no filler there. It just need to be blocked out. Minor imperfection. I gotta work all this. This here need to be blocked out. Now I might see some more once the sun go down. Then the shade get to this side, cause like over here, I got shade and I can see a lot more since that glare ain't on it. So that's why you just want to continue to look at the car when you're doing the body work. Cause you might, like I said, you might walk this way and not see anything, but come back this way here and see a lot of dings. See, I see one here. I'm gonna circle that. This side here got more dings than the other side. See, some of it could be blocked out. So what I'm doing, I'm getting it ready for the final block. Whoever do the paint work, they're gonna have to block the whole car. So once they block the whole car, they'll get all the, you know, minor dings that's, you know, that can be blocked out without putting some filler in. But we gonna continue. But right here you can see a lot of dings. You probably can't see it through the camera, but I can see it. It's a lot of dings there up in here. This need to be knocked in also here. Yeah, this side here got a lot of dings. But we're gonna take care of it though. Just gotta take it a step at a time. Just seen one there. Alright, let me finish up. I got all I see for now. Like I said, I'll probably see some more on down the line, but this is all I see now. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take the stuff off that we need to take off in order to do the body work. Like we're gonna remove this mirror. Well, yeah, we're gonna remove this mirror. Also the other side. Take this trim off because it's in the way. That trim. What else? We're gonna get into some of the pinstripes as well. The hood gonna be fine. I'm gonna take nothing off over here. Definitely this mirror. Remove this trim here. And I see a little spot down here. Look like surface rust coming up right here. So we're gonna remove this trim and sand all this down to brown metal and treat it with some rust more if it ain't ate through. Alright, let me get my tools so I can take all this stuff off. The door panels gotta come off, so I guess we'll start on that first. Door panel removed. So I had to pull this down just to get to the nuts. Now you can see the dent a lot better. See, it's somewhat creased right there. Now I take the other side off. You're gonna have to get another outer window sweep as well, because it's bent. Now we'll remove this trim here. We just pull right off. Put that in the trunk. Also the trim down here. Gotta repair that. So gotta get this out the way. Came off easier than what I thought it was gonna come off. But he gotta get it some new ones once he get it painted. But we still gonna put it in the trunk though. Then we got, I think, a couple more doors. Got this door here. Well, not this door. I don't think I got no. Oh yeah, I gotta get this one off. We're gonna take this trim here off because they ain't no good anyway, so I'm not used to keeping it on. I had to take the front fender trim off, fender wheel trim. Also this rocker panel trim there. I got me a Ziploc bag, finna trim screws so he'll know when he come pick it up, because I'm not gonna put this back on because they're gonna have to take it back off when they paint it anyway. But the reason why I took that off, because I seen this side over here is rusted at the bottom, like I was telling you, it's surface rust, so I'm gonna have to sand all this down. Also the other side the same way. Look like it's just surface rust. But I'm gonna treat it before it, get worse. But it's always good to take stuff off before you start doing any kind of work, because once you start sanding, you really don't want to take it off. You just want to keep going, then it's just going to slow you down, because you have to mirror off trying to sand this. It's going to take a long time because you can't get it how you want to get it. So it's best to take everything off, just like this trim here. That way I can feather edge down below this here. But I think I got everything that I need to take off. So what I'm gonna do next is go find my DA. Once I find a DA, I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Alright, so what we're gonna do first is, let me show you. We got two different grits of sandpaper. We got some 80 grit and some 180. You can use either one, but if you use 80 grit, it's gonna take you longer finish it because it's got deeper scratches, coarser scratches. So if you use 180, it don't take that much blocking, also primer, to get them scratches out. But if you got a shallow imperfection like a minor ding, you can use 180 to rough it up, just to wipe some fill in it. But if it's something big, I would suggest using 80 grit, like something like this here, because we're gonna have to remove this outer window sweep, probably this glass as well, just to get it out the way so we can pull this out. We might gotta knock some from the backside, but we're gonna have to remove those components before we do anything on this here. But the rest of it, like these spots here, we're gonna hit with 180. We're gonna take our body hammer with the point on it and knock that in, then wipe some fill on that once we get everything roughed up. Just the body hammer I'm talking about here. Point. But we're gonna take this 80 grit off, put some 180 on it, then we'll go around the whole car and just hit the spots. And you don't want to just hit inside this circle. You want to take it out. I'm gonna hit all this here. Since it's two side by side, I'll probably just hit all this. It's safe and innocent. I done this part right here. I bring the scuffing it up all the way out here, so I'll be able to feather edge it. Before I scuff this up here, I'm gonna take this hammer with the point, knock this high spot down. I done made it to this side. Then the pinstripes in my way, so I'm gonna take this racer wheel and remove the pinstripes. I ain't gonna remove all of it, I'm just gonna remove just enough so I can do the body work. That should be fine. That'll bring, I'll probably take all this off. Okay, I done did all this with the eraser wheel. Now I get some wax and grease remover and clean the rest of it up. Guess I'll put it right here and show you. Wax and grease remover here. I just got an old sock. You know, spray wood cheap. Then we're good to go to start sanding this here. Let me catch y'all up what I done did. I've been working this here with the hammer and dollar. I had to remove this window sweep Pretty much got it right. I also went back and wiped all the spots with a damp rag just to get the dust, sand and dust out the air so I can start wiping it. And I'll be putting regular body filler on these spots here and some fiberglass filler on this spot and the other spot where the mirror was. And here's the fiberglass filler I'll be using. It's the Duraglass. So let me mix some up and I'll wipe some on. Here's the lightweight filler I'll be using. It's the U-Paw lightweight gold. It's a fresh can here. See, I ain't gonna mix up too much at a time. Use an old card. Get this off the top. Get it on out the way. Make use out of it. Guess that'll be enough for now. And put the heart in. Mix it on up, then we'll take it over there and spread it. Okay, we're back in the lab early in the morning. Let me show you where I left off last night. I got all the filler on, all the airs. Now we gotta start knocking this filler down. Like I said, this side here, thought I'd seen another ding, but I didn't. But this side here got a lot more dings than the other side. But we're gonna take care of it. Well, I actually didn't get that one now. So I gotta take care of that, but I gotta make a run right quick. My DA finally went out on me after all these years. This Porter cable, I think I got this in 2014 when I started the channel. So that's been what, 11 years. It's been good to me. It's still running, but I think I got a shortage or something in it, because if I move this to one side, it'll run, slow down, run, slow down. So I ain't got time to be fooling with this here. I got to get this job done. So I went and grabbed my Vivor sounder. It's 6-inch also. But the thing about this one here, it's a long throw. You can see it's a long throw. And what I mean by long throw, when I'm sanding, it cover more ground. See, I like the short throw because I can get fine-tuned areas like I can get in tight areas. So I'm gonna go to Harbor Freight. I was gonna order one online, but it'll take about 3 days to get here. So I'm gonna go to Harbor Freight. I seen they had one, a 6-inch sounder for $34. So I'm gonna try this, $34. If it lasts a couple of years, I get my money's worth. So let's go to Harbor Freight and go ahead and pick up that sounder. Then I might as well go ahead and buy another Porter cable as well, so I can have a backup. But Porter cable, it lasts 11 years. Walking up in Harbor Freight. Say they got Spring Black Friday now. See what kind of sales they got. See, they got these gloves on sale, $6.98. Get me a box of them. Can't go wrong with the job I got. Just find the sandals. Don't see it yet. Here we go. $34.99. Well, look like they might be out unless they got some in the back. Let me ask the associate and see if they got some more. It's a long throw here. I got lucky. They had one in the back. I thought I was gonna have to go to another Harbor Freight, but I got lucky this time. Okay, here's the Bodywork, and here's the Porter cable. Pretty much the same size. Thing about it, it comes with this backing pad here, which I'd rather use a PSA, so I took my other pad off. I've been installing it on here. All right, once I get this pad installed, we're gonna take some probably 80 grit. We're gonna knock down all our areas. We're not trying to get it flat, we're just trying to knock it down, knock the top layer off. I started working this side here with the sounder, just knocking everything down. I found a high spot there, but I'm trying to do it without taking this mirror off because it's a pain taking this passenger side off, because you got to go through the dash and it come out right there. It just don't disconnect from the door. But I'm doing it with the mirror on, so it's slowing me down. But I gotta knock this in with the body hammer. This body hammer here. And I also got a low spot there I gotta feel. I'm just gonna lightly tap the center of it. It don't take much. Just trying to knock it below the surface, knock it down. Then I go back and refill all this. Like I said, I'm just knocking this top layer off. Not trying to go too deep, just knocking the top layer off. Finished up knocking everything down with the DA, the dual action sander. Let me walk around the car. And then we're gonna start blocking. I didn't hit this with the DA. I'm just gonna block this by hand since it's so tight to this. But in this spot over here as well, I'm gonna do it by hand because I ain't want to get that DA up in here. Keep from getting up against that top. But let me see here. We got two blocks. We got a small block, then we got a larger block. We're gonna use 80 grit. We got some 80 grit somewhere. I got some 80 grit here. We're gonna use that on our blocks and some guide coat, some dry guide coat. I'll demonstrate right here. It's the dry guide coat. You can use spray paint if you like, but since it's already dusty, it's I finna say sheetrock dust, but body full of dust all over the place, so I'm gonna use dry. Just wipe it on. Then we'll get our block. You want to go on the X pattern. And what you're trying to do, you're trying to remove the guide coat. If you still see guide coat like up in here, that means that area there is low. You got to keep blocking till you reach down to that spot there. Still low right there. And you want to feather edge your edges. It's pretty much good to go there. We'll move to the next one. Blocking with the 80 grit is done. Let me show you what it's looking like. I found one spot that I'm gonna have to I already knocked it down. It was a high air on the hood. I had to knock the metal down. I gotta fill it once more. Well, it's a spot down there I didn't block. But all in all, it's good. This the area here. This here was high. I had to knock this down, so I'm gonna wipe some more fill on this here. And also, I still gotta do these areas here. That was flaking. I sand that down before I wipe some fill on that up there, cause I might gotta do something in this here. I'm gonna treat it with some rust more once I sand it down.
Now you can see it was just really surface rust, but it's somewhat pitted in some of the areas. I'm gonna treat it with that rust mort, then I put a skim coat of fill on it.
Here's the rust mort by Sim, rust conversion compound. It don't take much. I just pour a little in the cup here. Got an old chip brush, and we'll take it over here. Get side. Just dab. Well, let me see. I ain't have none on the brush. Just brush it on. It's gonna turn the area black. That's how you know it's working. Good thing he caught this. We'll go to the other side, do the same thing. Once it dry, then we'll go ahead and put a skim coat of fill on it, just to fill up them little pits. Skim coat of body filler. Show you the other side. Alright, I'm through with everything for us to blocking. Now we're gonna take the air compressor, air it up, and blow the car off. Now we somewhat ready for some primer. But before we prime it, we're gonna take this maroon Scotch-Brite and scuff up around the areas that we're gonna be priming. Probably this much here. The reason why we're doing that, because when we spray this primer here, it's gonna be hard to try to keep it up in there. It's gonna get some overspray up in here. So if the overspray land now, we want it to land on something that it'll stick to, where it won't just flake off. Here we go. This after I did it with the Scotch-Brite, scuffed everything up, the surrounding areas, in case that overspray land on it, it'll have something to bond to. Now we're about to shoot some primer. And we'll just be priming the repair spots for now. We're not trying to go too much over the repair spot. We're gonna prime that with some, what I got, some Roberto, let me see. Roberto, no, hold up, Roberto prime, Roberto DTM. That's what we'll be using. with the primer. As y'all can see, I'm about to call it a night. The sun that went down. I don't worry about priming this here. I'm just gonna wait till I do the panoramic roof. That way I can take the top off. I ain't gotta worry about getting no prime on it. So I do that when I do the roof. But the rest of it primed up. So now we're gonna put some guide coat on it, some flat black spray paint. Let it sit overnight. Then we'll come back out here in the morning and do our final block. Just want to mist it on, really. Ain't gotta be heavy. There's the guide coat. It's all spotted up now. Cut y'all back on in the morning. We'll take it from there. Early in the morning, about to get back started. Now we're about to start blocking. Our last blocking, we blocked it with 80 grit, so we got to get those 80 grit scratches out with 180. That's what we'll be using today. 180 on the blocks. Let me switch this 80 grit out for 180. It's the same process going in the X pattern. 180. Same process. Removing the guide coat. Thing about this 180, it's gonna clog up a lot faster than the 80 grit, so you're gonna have to keep on knocking your block off. Keep it from clogging up. Now you're starting to see some filler right here. That means this area here is higher than the rest of it. This still low. So you want to keep on bringing it down. You can keep bringing it down until you see bare metal. Once you see bare metal, you're going to have to stop. Either knock it down or put some more filler in some of the areas. That's what that guide coat do for you. So all your highs and all your lows. This area here high, low, and low. Okay, this is exactly what I was talking about. See right here, I hit bare metal. And this area here low. So I'll never be able to get this low area here blocked down because I'm hitting bare metal. Can't go no further. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to knock this down, tap it down some, then put a little filler, wipe it here. That should take care of that. I'm ready for my final prime now. Everything blocked. That's the spot that I had to repair. Think we're good to go. Let me mix it up and we'll get to spraying. Put the mirrors back on, also washed it up a little bit, but the body work is complete. Now tomorrow I start on a panoramic G6, but the body work is done. It took me 2 days to do it. Tell me what y'all think. It didn't look like it was this much body work when I first got it, did it? Yeah, looks can be deceiving. But it was mostly minor dings. Wasn't that amazing? But up under the mirrors. I went ahead and put the window sweep back on, even though he got to get another one because this one bent. But I just did it so I can roll the window back up. But this is it. Y'all stay tuned.
Nobody really gave a damn about us. We never stopped.